Disney has debuted their newest reimagining of one of their animated classics, but should you see it or skip it? Let's find out. Back in 2013, just 8 months before Disney released Maleficent to the tune of $758.5 million at the box office, the Mouse House announced they were developing a live-action origin story of another one of their animated villains. Only this time, it would set its sight on Cruella de Vil, the ruthless fashionista who, in the 1961 animated classic, hunted 101 Dalmatians in an effort to skin them and turn their coats into luxurious coats. And in Cruella, we get just that, an origin story following the ruthless Cruella de Vil, who from humble beginning makes her way to become the villain we have all come to know. And with Cruella, who can honestly say that they're shocked that this film has eventually come out? I mean, it seems like the perfect storm of ideas that Disney has been recently infatuated with, offering origin stories to iconic characters, showing us how they became to be, and in some cases, like in Cruella, how they literally get their name. This coupled with also providing a reimagining of sorts to some of their most iconic properties, and this honestly seems to be one of the biggest elements holding Cruella back. I mean, this film doesn't really feel like someone wanting to tell this story, let alone the audience wanting to hear it. Instead, we are given this strange product that feels like it was reverse engineered after someone blindfoldedly threw a dart at one of those iconic Disney villain t-shirts and said, okay, who's getting their next origin story? And then Disney picked a director who also made the fabulous I, Tonya, another movie showing someone who is otherwise a potentially misunderstood villain in the eyes of the public and showing the more human side of them. And Gillespie really does try to infuse the same energy that was at the forefront of that film and attempts to replicate it here, only this time to really no avail. The entire film tries to have a sense of style and offer, like the subject of the film, something stylish. Now, aside from a few key elements, which I will get to, the film mostly opts out of offering something stylish and instead just berates the audience with fast-paced editing and a deluge of needle drops. I mean, I swear, if you were to take a shot every single time this film plays a popular song that you've undoubtedly heard on the radio before, you would probably have alcohol poisoning by the end of the first act. Now, all of these songs attempt to set the scene of this very specific time in history in 1970s London in this punk era, but all it really does is kind of the opposite of that and makes this film even feel more dated than it actually is, and it kind of removes any sense of style that was there in the first place, because there are ways to give a movie style, one of which is done by, without a doubt, the star of this film, costume designer Jenny Bevan, who completely carries this movie from start to finish. I mean, she is the one who gives this film a sense of identity. She's the one who bolsters this film's punk rock aesthetic, and without her costume design, this film would honestly be pretty unwatchable. But it's not like she's the only one trying in this movie. Emma Stone seems to be having such a fun time with this character, attempting to chew up every single scene that she is in and just spit it out. And Emma Thompson too, who portrays this ruthless fashion designer who takes DeVille under her wing, also tries to be completely vile and wicked, but really in all the right ways. But the problem is, once this Cruella persona starts to become more and more established, what you actually get is this kind of monotonous sensibility to the film, because both of these leads are portraying pretty much the exact same character, except one's hair is black and white and the other's is not, which is actually really one of the biggest problems with Cruella, and it's this. In a film that's seemingly sole purpose is to provide depth of characters that we have known for 60 years at this point, the film's actually quite hollow. And in a whopping 2 hour and 14-minute runtime, the movie doesn't really actually say that much at all. And what it does say really doesn't bode well for the type of empowerment that may be attempted to be offered here. And if it's not empowerment, then I'm not really quite sure what it is. Is it a cautionary tale? And if it is, I'm not really sure what we are supposed to derive from it. Now, I do think that there is something to be said for films in which the point is aesthetic or style. But in a film that ironically is about style and brilliance and bringing something new to art, this film is almost completely lacking in all of that, because aside from the costumes, this film's sense of identity and style comes from other things, other songs, even other movies like The Devil Wears Prada, which I'm seeing a lot of people saying that this is Disney's version of that movie, which, although I understand, I have to respectfully disagree, because with that movie, at least that film has something to say. So did you guys see Cruella? What did you think about it? Let me know where you think it ranks in regards to the other live-action Disney reimaginings of their classic animated films. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, you can click on the link down below where you can subscribe to my channel to see more movie reviews and movie-related things. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.